Good morning, boys and girls. So this week we will be learning about shades of meaning. But before we move on to our lesson, we do need to review one word, and that word is synonyms. Synonyms are words that share similar meaning. One thing that we sing in our classroom to remember this word is synonyms mean the same, antonyms means opposite, synonyms mean the same, antonyms means opposite. So you can remember that chant to remember that synonyms mean the same. Here are some examples. We have tiny and small. They're different words, but they mean the same thing. Pretty and beautiful. Big and large. Again, different words, but they have the same meaning. And another example is nice and kind. Now we need to remember what synonyms are in order to learn about shades of meaning. Shades of meaning are basically small differences in meanings between words. So two words might have similar meanings, but one might be stronger or more forceful than others. So if we looked back at big and large, large might be stronger than big or more intense. Here we have the words toss, throw, and hurl. One way to understand shades of meaning is to arrange a group of words from least to the most powerful meaning. But before we do this, I want my husband, Mr. Malari, to give us an example of what it looks like to toss something, to throw something, and to hurl something. Now, when he does this, I want you to think which one of these are more forceful. The verb is toss. On three, you're going to go ahead and toss the ball. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 3, you're going to hurl the ball. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, so Mr. Malloy had the ball, and what he was doing was he was throwing the ball. So toss, throw, and hurl were different ways to throw the ball, right? But one was more forceful than the other. So when we saw him toss the ball, I saw him doing it underhand. So there wasn't a lot of force and wasn't a lot of power. So I would say that work was weaker than throw. So I'll put that on the bottom. In the end, I saw him hurl the ball, a little bit more powerful than his other throws. Toss something is to throw it lightly, so I put that on the bottom. To hurl something is to throw with a lot of force. So this is why I ordered it from weakest to strongest. Let's look at some other verbs. Tiptoe, walk, and stroll. I want you guys to do these verbs acted out with Mr. Malari, okay? First, I want you to tiptoe. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stroll. 1, 2, 3. Stroll. All right, so now that you guys acted these 3 out, I saw that these were different ways that you guys moved. Tiptoe seemed very light and much weaker than the other ones, so I'll put that on the bottom. And then I saw you guys walk, so I'll put that in the middle. And then I saw you guys stroll. And I thought strolling was a lot more intense than the other ones. For your next lesson on Seesaw, what you're going to do is you're going to have different verbs on the side. And you are going to pick out the 2 words that don't belong and drag it on the bottom here. And then from there, you're going to put these verbs in order from weakest on the bottom to strongest or more intense at the top. All right, we have walk, say, lost, exclaim, shout, and yell. I think lost has nothing to do with these words, so I'm just going to go ahead and drag that to the bottom, as well as walk. That doesn't belong, so I'll put that on the bottom. Now we have the words say, exclaim, yell, and shout. I think the strongest, more intense word would be yell. When you're yelling at someone, that is really intense. That's like yelling something from the top of your lungs. Then I see shout as the word that's right under that. Say is the more weaker word to me because that's when you're just using your regular indoor voice and you're just saying something. And exclaim has a little bit more force. So I'll put that right there. So all together I have say as the weaker word, exclaim, shout, and then yell. I want you guys to do the next 3 activities on your seesaw using the same directions, taking the words that don't belong, put it on the bottom, and then sorting your words from weakest to strongest. Don't forget there's 3 pages for you to do. So click check when you are done. Okay, good luck.